Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video we are playing Core Devourer. It's a game I've had wishlisted for a very long time. It is currently still the demo, so this is a free demo copy of the game that anyone can play. You just gotta go to Steam and do it. It will be linked down in the description if you want to play the demo. So some things are locked, like the components over here. Some of the cores can't be used just yet, or they're only available in the full release. But we are going to play the game. We'll probably do two runs of it, one showing the energy rifle, the other showing the plasma shotgun, and let's just get straight into it. So Hubba Studios are the developers of the game. Again, something I've seen on Twitter and really liked the look of the enemies and just the art style of the game itself. So as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of spiders over here. I'm not very good at this game, so that's why we are going to be doing two runs. Right now, we do struggle to get very far. I haven't even got past the very first boss, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. So as you can see, you get different upgrades. So we've got these over here where we've got electric field, interception, as well as electricity. We're going to take the electric field. It is a rare upgrade. What it does is it puts down this field over here which deals damage to enemies while they are in it. So pretty cool. Little damaging field over there. There is also an upgrade where you get a little like a minion, and this minion collects all the XP for you. So right now that's one of my favorite upgrades, just because it helps us to get all that XP without having to worry about running into it and maybe taking damage from the enemies. But as you can see on our crosshair, it does show the amount of bullets you still have left in your gun. So for us it's 9 right now, and obviously when you do reload you get the normal movement speed back. So over here, fire one bullet plus 1 bullet per shot. It looks like it decreases our damage though by 50%, but it says here that we can get homing bullets, and then every 6 shots fire 6 bullets in a circle. So we'll take it. It's a little bit less damage, but we do fire 2 bullets now instead of 1. So interesting to see how those upgrades work, and that they do have different effects to their upgrades as well. It's not just oh, that's what it does. So you do have to kind of read just a little bit to be sure. But again, we'll see how this goes. Over here, dashing while inside the electric field does not consume charges. Your extra bullets inflict burns. So we are going to go for this because we are hoping to get the circular shot. That's how it works. So each upgrade has its own path of separate upgrades. And then I think the more you have in there, the more chance you have of getting those other upgrades. Now at the top left corner, just below the XP bar, you can see that there are 3 things over here. That's the amount of lives we have. You only get 3 lives. I do know when you start off with the plasma shotgun, you'll end up having a little bit more. I think it gives you an extra life. I'm not sure why, but it does. Anyway, who's going to really complain about that? And then we've got ourselves a 20% increased fire rate while inside the electric field, or we can go for fire rate and burning damage over here with 3% chance for bullets to explode when hitting burning enemies. So let's grab that. That's going to help us a little bit. And there is a dash as well, which is very nice. A lot of these games don't really add dashes. I'm not sure why, but a lot of them don't have dashes in them. So having a dash is really good in terms of survivability and just gameplay wise. It's really nice when developers do add dashes, and those are the crystals over there, the currency used to upgrade your meta progression, as well as just leveling up everything. So ow, unfortunately we got hit over there. There is other things on the map where you can pick up these catalysts. So we will be looking out for those because catalysts are used for the meta progression upgrades as well. So you got to kind of just keep an eye out on the map for all these things. And as you can see, we've got ourselves like elite enemies over here. What's really cool is that the enemies are all unique in their own way. So yes, the spiders aren't, obviously, because you know they all look the same, but what I mean is you do get those enemies that will shoot at you and things like that. But let's go. There is boss fights, so it does take a little bit of inspiration from Soulstone survivors as well. You got to kill a certain amount of enemies, and then once you've killed a certain amount of enemies, you have this boss fight like what we've got over here. I haven't killed any of these bosses yet before, so this looks like it's going to be the first one for us, which is fantastic. It is always nice when you are able to defeat something so fantastic. We did manage to destroy it. I don't know what that gives us, nothing really, just means that we are further on into the round now, which is pretty cool. Now every time you kill an enemy, it explodes into a smaller node. This is, ooh. Summon a minion that automatically collects experience and deals damage whenever it hits an enemy. So this is a legendary upgrade. We are going to grab it. So now we've got a little minion over there that's going to be picking up all of our XP that is dropped that we don't get. You know, we don't have to pick up the XP anymore. The assimilation drone will do that for us. Alright, now as well, when you do defeat those mini bosses, it drops mithril for you, and that's used again for meta progression as well as other upgrades. So really cool. Now every 6th shot fires 6 bullets in a... okay. I see that works pretty well over there. Burning shot, not really what I thought it would be. I thought maybe it would be something far more impressive, unfortunately. But we'll see what other upgrades we can get. We've got ourselves Frostfire over here, so chance to fire freezing bullets that freeze. The minion gets bigger each time it collects XP, and it also gives us increased XP value. And then there's also bullets that hit enemies or obstacles release electricity that hit nearby enemies. I think we're going to go for the simulator growth. He does do damage to enemies that he walks over or touches anyway, so it's a little bit of increased damage over there anyway. Alright, I think I should be running into the field half the time, but I don't do that. So, you know, that is kind of what it is. I don't even know how long a normal run would take to kind of finish this, but that's okay as well. So over here, we've got every 6 shot, we fire an extra piercing, burning projectile. I do know that you actually get that upgrade for ice damage or for freezing projectiles as well. So pretty cool to know that you can do that with different... what's the word I'm looking for different typings. So there is one for fire, there's one for ice, and we just got hit again. So like I said, when we do eventually die, which probably going to happen very soon over here, we will be looking at showing everyone what the shotgun looks like, and we'll just go from there. But we are going to try and stay alive as long as possible. We can just try and dodge them as much as possible. We do have to kind of look at the meta progression as well, so you are going to have to just run a couple of you know, levels before you are able to probably complete this. You have to die a good amount of times probably before you are able to complete one run, or maybe I'm just bad at the game, so I'm not 100% sure. This is the furthest I've got so far, and we are going to grab ourselves the lightning blast. So there's a chance bullets can call down lightning after hitting an enemy, and that's going to increase our damage as well. So really good. Ow, and we died. So cool. We landed up getting some bosses killed. some of that. So we're going to go back to the main menu. Like I said, we are going to do another run where we are going to play with plasma shotgun, and this is the augmentation. So these are our level ups. We are going to put points into more damage, and then we are able to overload here, which increases your damage by 30% when you are at full life. So that's cool. We get an increase of 30% damage. You can overload them or not. So if we wanted, we could just have the 20% damage, or we could have the increased damage when you full life. I'm going to go for just the 20% damage. And then as you can see, some of the upgrades use this catalyst over here, and then you need to use them to unlock other things. So like this one over here, we are going to upgrade that. And then at the beginning of the run, you choose your first power up. So we need to kill 5 bosses to get that. And we are actually going to increase the number of bullets by +1 as well again. So this is really cool. I do like those. What does the overload do? Increase the number of projectiles by 1 every time you kill 150 enemies. So that could be quite good. So again, let's go. We are going to be using the shotgun this time. Back into the Scarlet Nightfall, and let's see what happens with the shotgun. So already that's the right click, whereas the right click on the other weapon was to shoot out like a little blast. So this one over here just deals a lot more damage than the other weapon. As you can see, we're doing 84 now, whereas the other one was a lot less, but we'll see what happens. And over here we can go for lightning blast. I don't know, we'll see what upgrades we can get from there. But the right click on the shotgun does cause burning damage, which is pretty cool. And like I mentioned earlier, the shotgun does give us 4 lives as opposed to 3 lives with the other weapons. So it's weird that that's on an actual weapon upgrade. And now we can either do this. So it says summon a minion that calls down a lightning every 2 seconds. So that should say calls down lightning every 2 seconds. Or we could go for this where it increases by 15% the chance for bullets to call down a lightning. Alright, so I don't think these guys are natively English. We maybe need to just chat to them and tell them that they can change their wording quite a bit, unfortunately, but it happens with all of them. Again, not native English speakers, which is fine, but we got to just try and help them wherever we can. This is the demo again, so things are subject to change, which is usual, which is normal. And then summon nearby dark matter orb for 5 seconds. If hit by a bullet, it explodes. I'm not really such a fan of the dark bullet dark matter, but we do get 7% increased damage. And this is it over here. If you do shoot it, it deals damage to everything around it, but again, they do have to be inside of it to take that damage, otherwise it's not really going to do anything. So not really such a fan of this upgrade myself, because it's randomized. You can't really like decide, oh, okay, the dark matter is going to land up here. And because enemies, you're not piercing enemies or anything like that, it doesn't really help you over there. So we've actually got a legendary upgrade over here, so we're going to grab that. It's only 4 enemy projectiles really, but it is a legendary upgrade, so we gotta take those, you know. Gotta take those legendary upgrades. You can't not grab them. See, that dark matter one, I think it would be better if it exploded on its own. So maybe that's something they can update, or maybe it would be too strong then. But if it could, you know, explode on its own, it would be a lot better than what it currently is. I don't feel like the dark matter is anything too special going forward. Because of the way that it works, having to, you know, hit it for the enemies to take damage, and they have to be inside the circle as well. So if it was able to, you know, do damage on its own, it would probably be in a much better spot than what it is right now. Because look there, we couldn't even get to it in time to to deal damage to it. So a bit interesting. I do like the fact that we can use all these drones that we get. We've got 2 drones right now. I do want to try and see how many we can get in the game. I don't know how many upgrades there are available just yet, but again, this is just the demo, so we got to kind of take it as is. So let's go and grab a rear shot. Every 3rd bullet we will shoot one behind us, and here we've got a different looking boss. Ow. He's ducking and diving over there, you know, the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Alright, this is why we didn't go for the upgrade to our damage, to overload the damage, and that's because the boss over here, you know, hurt us, so kind of makes sense that we don't go for the damage on full life, because, well, unfortunately, we are not doing too well in terms of staying at full life, and I don't think there's any way to actually heal in this game, or at least not that I know of, but that could also be an interesting thing to add. So maybe after a certain amount of enemies are killed, you can get a healing or get 1 heart back, or maybe it is an upgrade, I just haven't seen it just yet. But right now it looks like it's poison, burn, electricity or lightning, as well as defensive ones like the shields and some of these minions as well. So very interesting little upgrades over there. So here we go, lightning deal area damage, 50% more damage, and it increases our fire rate as well. I'm not sure what the legendary upgrades do. I think maybe they just got better stats if you do have a legendary upgrade compared to like a common or a uncommon. These are all questions I'm gonna have to ask the developer and see what they say about it, but otherwise it should all be fine. Again, we are just running a second run because, you know, we can't just show one weapon. We got to show both of the weapons we've unlocked and to go from there. Okay, good. Give me more upgrades. Perfect. Now these turrets here do actually shoot at you, so that's why we are not going there, but we might as well destroy them. We do actually have a shield as well. Oops. Alright, so that was that. Again, so that was the shotgun. That was also the energy rifle. You do get 2 more weapons. The one's called the gravity blaster, which is fires boomerang bullets capable fires boomerang bullets capable of striking multiple targets before returning to the shooter. And then there's also transforming fury, and this lets you switch between sword and a rifle depending on the situation. So obviously, I'm sure if you melee range of something, it will be the sword, and then if you're far away, it will be the rifle. But otherwise, we do have to just keep playing because we do want to increase you know, all of these things over here as well. So there's heals 1 HP every 5 levels, so there is regen like I was talking about. They did need it, so it is over there. You can increase your max HP, decrease dash cooldown, and then we've got the ability to banish power-ups. We've got rerolls as well and things like that, but unfortunately I couldn't find any catalysts laying around, so I wasn't really able to get any more for that. But we are going to unlock this over here. We are going to have to unlock the amount of energy, collected energy, by 5%. That's fine. And then we increase the amount of XP that we gain as well. Increase the number of component slots. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll grab it anyway. And then this over here, the banish and the reroll requires more of these, which I can't grab yet, but we are going to increase the amount of XP we earn, and then also our fire rate for our gun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Let me know what you think about Core Devourer. It's a very interesting little game. I do like the art style of the game as well. So, yeah, that's that for today's video, guys. And always remember to keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.